around here. I pushed the button and nothing's occurring. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the MehCast. Oh, sorry, welcome back to MehTV. Today we're watching Andor. 3, 2, 1. By the way, we're on episode 9. My name is Cassian Andor, and I have been sent to prison with, of all people, Gollum. He must be a lot more friendly than he is in Lord of the Rings. God, I fucking love Elvis. Fucking love the Blues Brothers, too. Yeah, that's one of those ones where I'll listen to the soundtrack for the Blues Brothers 2000, but in no way am I gonna watch that fucking movie ever again. I mean, you could
I'll
also,
watch it on my own again.
if we want to stay in Star Wars, we can also, say, hey, The Last Jedi. In another Star Wars timeline, Obi-Wan gets involved in a zombie apocalypse with only a spiteful General Grievous as his ally. Needless to say, they no-diff the zombies on that one planet. That's not gonna... They're always gonna find some way to drag out the zombie subplot for an entire fucking run of a comic or something like that. You know they will, because they couldn't not do that with Marvel zombies, or Deceased,
Or
or...
Ahsoka.
Why the fuck was that not Padawan Ahsoka, Anakin, and Rex? Why the hell was that adult Ahsoka, Sabine, and... fuck, I don't even remember her. It shouldn't have been...
The guy from Rebels.
Was it Ezra? I can't remember if Ezra was
Yeah,
there.
it was the guy from Rebels.
Oh, by the way, fuck you, Dave Filoni. A Jedi's weapon deserves more respect. Just because... no, I do not want to see a Jedi fighting without a lightsaber. I'm not saying that a Jedi should not have
it was,
I'm not saying that a Jedi shouldn't...
Ezra, and then whoever the bounty hunter chick, the Mando chick
that was
from
Sabine.
Rebels.
I remember when she was supposed to be Ezra's girlfriend, and then that kind of fell through because we need to have strong, independent women who don't need no man. Why? Why do they do stuff like that?
Because they don't need because they need strong women who don't need no man.
Yeah, but women like men, and men like women.
I don't know.
Having a supportive partner in combat is kind of important. I mean, Hera and
hang on, I don't think you have audio going on this end.
How the fuck do I not have audio? Is that helping?
I
turned it up.
It's just a little... Okay. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just whatever. Just sounds... Right. It's just them sounding quiet on my end, then.
Excuse me, Nikkei 3.5th anniversary quest. I don't play Nikkei, go away. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my... Grievous then suggests to Obi-Wan they nuke the planet from orbit after dealing with the Horde. To which Obi-Wan is like, that sounds like the most insane and bullshit thing ever. Do it. General Grievous would one day invite Obi-Wan to his home planet and introduce him to his many wives. Oh, so this is why you have so many arms. Obi-Wan is uncomfortable with this prospect until everyone says that it's fine.
Yes. Because if I can manage to make you come with one finger, imagine what I could do with 20.
Imagine what I can do with 20. You'll make a fine addition to my harem. Grievous is not present for what's known as the Cuckening, and though Obi-Wan is unsure, Grievous explains that he willingly gave up his penis in order to kill Jedi. Why does he have so many wives if he doesn't have a penis with which to
Well, yes,
procreate?
it does give him a tactical advantage. You don't have to deal with dong flying around.
Not having a penis gives you no tactical advantage.
No, circumcision gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. It's all cosmetic.
Circumcision gives you no tactical advantage either.
Oh, man.
I'd be interested to know if they shot this with a multicam setup or a single cam setup, because it seems like you'd almost have to do multicam for the edits to be as smooth as they are. Especially with the way, what's her name, the Imperial officer chick here, is, leaning in. Alex, him having multiple wives is canon that expanded universe lore. Don't believe me, look it up. No. I'm just asking, if he doesn't have a penis, what's he doing with all of those wives?
Hey, man, you're asking legitimate questions over here, man.
I'm just asking questions.
Asking too many questions, you are.
The removal of his genitals happened after he banged all them. I hope he fathered many children, and because otherwise, dear God. Maybe he still has his junk somewhere inside all of that ceramic armor he wears. Dr. Cost, first name Hollow. Alex, he fathered 30 children. Once upon a time I knew all of this, and then I stopped caring.
Wait, Grievous actually has kids?
Yeah.
I thought this was just a bit we were doing. God damn.
Fucking Wormtail over here has arthritis in his hands. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Boy, I hope this isn't going to be putting together any kind of horrible super weapon. In that same timeline,
Don't
Darth
worry.
Vader laments many things about his situation, but the worst regret he had after everything wasn't even Padme's death. That was the fact that he couldn't smoke dank weed. No. He can smoke Kush directly. All he has to do is put the hookah pipe directly into the rebreather unit.
No. What he does is that he uses what's called the volcano, where you go ahead, you burn the weed, it fills up in this big plastic bag
Yeah, what do you
that
think that
inflates.
isolation chamber's for?
Yeah, and then you just puff the bag, get high from that shit. I think I already told y'all about that time I ended up trying edibles for the first time.
Probably, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was on the night that Elden Ring came out. My roommate ends up making is basically like making like little pot cupcakes and everything. He's like, "You
Hmm.
want to try one, man?" I'm like, "Sure." And then I only have one of them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "This kind of has a smoky taste to me." He's like,
Yeah.
"Dude, you ate the whole thing like that?" And I was like,
Ah.
"Oh shit!" Left me fucked up the entire weekend.
Phew.
But but I managed to beat the first boss of Elden Ring while I was
Nice.
completely stoned out of my mind.
So
Hey,
I guess if we're stopping weird trip stories, I once drank 5 or 6 cans of Mountain Dew in a night. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons at the time, so Mountain Dew and pizza.
yeah.
That's your standard sustenance for a 6-hour session of D&D. Went through all that. It might not have been 6 hours. It might have been 4, but still, went through all that. Couldn't breathe when I got home, so I took like 4 Benadryl. And that was when I learned you don't mix uppers and downers, because I had a weird fucking night. I, I had I had strange dreams.
Yeah.
Felt like my
Yeah,
head
so I
was gonna
think
explode part of the way through the night. I did not get visited by any of the weird hallucinations people have. Like the Hat
no
Man
Hat
did
Man.
not. Yeah, the Hat Man did not pay me a visit. Um, but it was just it was strange. This is also the timeline where Mace Windu somehow survived the Force works in mysterious ways and wandered to Coruscant looking like a burned victim. Eh.
Yeah, so the thing was, I was basically fucked up the entire weekend. Like, man,
Yeah, mine lasted
just
one
I
night, thankfully.
like
I never did that again.
'cause
I like the little details of him not immediately getting it smoothly into place.
hmm.
He then stumbled upon a pair of stormtroopers who danced only through extreme pelvic thrusting. His only thought was, "Motherfucker, what did I miss?"
And then I assume that's gonna end very poorly for them. You are housing Jews in your house, aren't you?
Well, we know the game and we're gonna play it.
It's time to play the game, yeah.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can take it. I like how it looks like they're putting together a giant scale version of a Lego set there. Meanwhile, on Dagobah, Master Yoda received a visit from Qui-Gon Jinn, who strangely enough, excuse me, a visage of Mickey Mouse, who tried to warn him, excuse me, of the horrible future that followed the original trilogy.
What are you
What is this, the
talking
Princess
about?
Bride?
That's madness.
This is Sparta!
No, it's not.
This is Star Wars!
This is Andor.
I like how gradually you can see the complete apathy of the Senate overwhelming her. Oh, would you look at that? An actual shift of focus. Ahsoka Tano, in an attempt to distract the stormtroopers who were attacking the rest of the cast of rebels, used the Force not with her hands, but via vigorous twerking. You are now imagining Rosario Dawson doing some intense twerking as Ahsoka Tano. I was gonna picture Ashley Eckstein doing that, but sure.
I don't know. I don't see Rosario Dawson having to ask to do that, though.
Yeah, that was why I said Ashley Eckstein.
Let's see.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. In another part of the galaxy, Luke Skywalker dons his Rambo gear and hunts down any and all stormtroopers with the assistance of fellow Giga Chads Fordo and Rex. I misread that as Frodo at first, and I was picturing Mark Hamill, Elijah Wood, and Tamir Morrison. Oh, that's a great response. Excuse me.
So something that I think I at least had brought up at least in the chats here, but we finally had gotten a good look at official reveal earlier this week of Kamen Rider Zetz's final form,
Oh, nice. And
which
Princess
does look
Leia,
pretty.
upon being kidnapped, attempts to decapitate stormtroopers with her thighs. This display caused Vader to sigh and facepalm. That, yeah.
Yeah, because he'd be like, "Why are you doing this?" Yeah. So thing is, from some of the promotion from the magazine scans and promos for it, they're saying is that it's not only giving him future sight, but also the ability to active to hop between the real world and the dream world, and being able to dive into deeper dream worlds as well. So, depending on how far you want to interpret that or where they go with it, that could basically mean massive cosmology advantage that he ends up gaining by the end of the series.
Hmm.
And then they had also dropped the Act 3 poster for everything, and we also got a look. We seem to at least have a little bit of a look at our secondary's final form. Go ahead, send that your way. Have you checked that out?
Hmm. Not
Because we
because
get
stormtroops were getting their asses kicked, but because Princess Leia was making him uncomfortable. You may be wondering, what's Kevin smoking? To which I retort, ask Disney what they're smoking. True.
I don't know. He ain't smoking that kush because at the very least, Kevin actually has good ideas.
That would at least be entertaining. See, that's a good argument.
What? Try and automate everything?
No, I mean, it is like we're cheaper than droids and easier to replace. It's like, yeah, hey, if you're asking why they're not automating all this stuff, that's a good reason. Cause, you got a bunch of prisoners.
Prison labor.
Yeah. Which is a hell
The
of a
only
lot better of an argument than the fucking kids in Canto Bite. You fucking Ryan retard Johnson.
Hey, little broom kid. I need you to go make a Death Star. Help make a Death Star for me, man.
No! This shit is what I would unironically read if it willfully stay up until 3 a.m. and post stuff on FFN and AO3. Yeah.
And then another bad news, but also could be interpreted as good news. Has Been Hotel season 5 announced. Good news, it's going to be the last one.
Season
Bad news,
5? I didn't
bad
realize it was
news,
up that high.
bad news. We're going to have to wait through three more seasons of that slop. Oh boy, first two seasons were already a mess, man. I'm like, bro, it's like that show honestly had a lot of potential where you could potentially take things. But it's like, dude, you just turned it into basically Tumblr like fanfic.
Like that last Voltron show.
Except here, they're also basically getting a whole bunch of. They're also trying to do a whole bunch of shit about their interpretation of the Bible.
Mm.
Oh boy! Just pass me the alcohol for that. Pass me a big old bottle of booze if we ever decide to sit through Hasbin Hotel.
That's on our list at some point, but I have no. We'll probably wind up watching other stuff before that.
Just wait until we at least get closer to like them wrapping up that show, because I think we're at least going to want to watch that whole mess in one go. It's a mess.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Galactus, what should we do? Give me another planet to vor, man.
Mm.
Dr. Kino, we need your help. Listen to the pod boss.
Now, Alex, based on how I've written this, what do you imagine any cracked Digimon content I would write to be like? I can imagine that it would probably be a lot like Harry Potter and the Most Electrifying Man, where you just start pulling out random nonsense and turning it into something funny.
Or the thing that
You,
looked
uh,
like a
you
pile of
moved,
ash.
you moved my fleshlight, Mom.
Dear God. Well, at least it wasn't his socks.
Tuh.
Crusty socks here, crusty socks there. Crusty socks everywhere. Eat your Cocoa Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, motherfucker! Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed?
Sorry, but this isn't Shrek.
Yeah.
And Kevin Bacon's also not here to help you either. So you're gonna have to dance that pain away.
Dum 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 da 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 da
Because we're singing this
da.
song. Yes, I've been waiting to see you my entire life.
Waiting my whole life for just one. What?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Got your head, it's sad, said I'm angry.
I don't know. That's what the guy from Brazil told me.
Simp!
What the fuck was that?
Simp!
What are you trying to do? You trying to be like Ronaldo or something?
No, I'm just screaming simp! Simp! Simp
Thought you
alert! He's a fucking simp!
thought you were saying see.
No. Yeah, but maybe he'd be into that.
I don't know. What makes you think that?
I, we need more time. Maybe in a time between time or a space between spaces. A place between places.
Are we in the Twilight Zone? Is
Oh
this
no,
just
I
real
was
life? Is this
no,
just
I
real
was
life?
thinking about a world between worlds.
Hmm. I don't know.
Old man might be having a stroke. Here comes Speed Racer. Speed Racer, by the way, back in IMAX recently. People are realizing that that film is actually really good.
Oh, that was really good. Never got had a chance to actually sit down and watch it though.
Well worth looking at on 4K. It's beautiful.
And we got that one scene that everyone keeps on reposting. I think that comes right at the end where you watch it. It's like absolute cinema.
Go speed racer. Go speed racer. Excuse me. All right, what the fuck does that have to do with what I just asked you? Come on, Doc. Tell me.
He made a steak.
Hmm. Like they're cycling people through. I mean, how do you expect him to move the body alone? Whatever.
Most intriguing now, isn't it?
Yes. All right, we are now on episode 10. No one man should have all that power.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fucking bombshell. You just dropped it.
Prison riot.
Let's start a riot.
Yeah.
Riot,
Yeah.
let's start a riot. Watashi wa shinderu.
Nani?
Kind of like all of us.
Oh God.
Smart move on her part, pressing him for what he wants. No, I don't actually feel pain. Any kind of electrical sensation on me causes me to lose my memory. Who are you
Well,
again?
it also makes me feel a little erect.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, we'll do it live.
God help him if that's hydraulic fluid. That shit will fuck you up. One correct idea I had was the prospect of Davis taking Kari, Ken, and Yoli to an Ozzy concert as a double date. Okay, that's not cracked enough. You need to get more crazy.
How crazy could you get from there?
I mean, that's a normal thing that somebody might actually do. Let me hear you make some fucking noise!
Come on, England. Score some fucking goals.
Ozzy has had concerts in Japan before. Yes! I actually have a Japanese release of one of his albums.
Well, sometimes with the way he's speaking, he might as well be speaking Japanese.
Oh, man.
Are you high right now? Prison riot! Yeah!
Let's start a riot. Da-da-da-da. Then after the double date, Kari and Yoli both suggest a foursome with both their guys, which prompts Davis and Ken to... Oh, well, that's, I was thinking more comedic, but sure.
Start a riot!
I mean, it would be kind of ironic to have Mama coming home as the one. Hellraiser might make a bit more sense. No More Tears isn't sexy, so I wouldn't say that.
Mm-mm-mm. The boys are back to work.
Oh my god, the ceiling's leaking.
The ceiling is pissing, boys.
It's raining indoors, mate. Why is it raining indoors? Come with me, Gollum. For the comedic escalation, their session be slightly disrupted by Ty, who glared daggers at Davis for daring to bang his sister. I mean, you know, he'll regret he'll regret that when she's an old maid. Did you see the fucking guy down there in the Yamcha pose? The Imperial is literally in the goddamn Yamcha pose. God, this is. It might have been a long time coming, but this is some fucking Star Wars shit here, isn't it?
Hey, we finally get to have something. That's one reason
And it
why this
doesn't
show's
mean
great.
it doesn't mean as much if you just have stuff like this happening all the time. You gotta build to it, and this was fucking built to.
But we also got 2 more episodes left coming up, I think,
I
right?
know.
So we gotta see how the hell this messes up.
What kind of. How big was the bitch whose water broke?
I don't know. Not as big as your mother. Hey oh.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. All of it! Turn all of it off! Keep in mind, Alex, this is insane compared to what Purple Eyes did with the Zero Two cast. At least what I'm suggesting is when they're all adults. Is Kino about to go on a journey? Moment of truth and the words don't come. Isn't that just how it goes? This is why you don't understaff your prisons, or anywhere, really. That guy's head is so bald, I thought it was his face and he had no, like, features. I imagine half the crack things you do with the Digimon cast involve stuff that'd be in Code Men or SAO abridged. Yes. Code Ment and Nun Piece are fundamental to the way I come up with nonsense.
Yeah, one way out. They're gonna have a whole army of stormtroopers outside.
Like how all they've got is cattle prods and everybody else has guns.
Oh damn!
You know, for something of a morbid joke, that was better than anything Disney put in the sequel trilogy.
Oh damn! We got some crazy news that just came up.
What happened now?
So sounds like that there's some sort of gunman who opened fire during the White House Correspondents' Dinner
What?
tonight.
Why?
Yeah,
Who
at the
the
moment
fuck?
we got.
Was it
I
Nick
got no.
Fuentes? Did Nick Fuentes do this?
No, he's no. Nick Fuentes is up in Italy alongside Candace Owens.
Oh, right. He fled the country because it was exposed that he was taking money from the SPLC. Right.
He's a Fed boy.
Oh, we all knew that. When he didn't get arrested at
Um,
J6.
Well, what's next? Is it going to turn out that he's gay?
I mean, we all knew that too.
Yeah,
Fucking
we're just waiting.
cat boy fucking bitch.
Hmm. Okay, interesting.
I find it funny that they made the Deep into Nick Fuentes when the Deep is much more clearly Andrew Tate. He even had the shaved head for a while. Have you been
I
watching
thought
The
that was what
Boys
he was.
season 5?
I thought that's what he was. What they were trying to go for, like
No,
the.
no. So the thing he's saying about all the kissing and cuddling stuff being gay, that's a quote directly from Nick Fuentes. Being with girls is gay and shit like that. Excuse me.
Oh, to explain
Which
the logic behind that to me.
which is funny because half the stuff that Homelander and Sage say are quotes from either Zoe Quinn or Anita Sarkeesian. So I don't know who the show's making fun of anymore. I probably want to start with the Adventure Cast and then work into Zero Two.
For what, Digiman?
Yeah, if I was doing some kind of crack shit with Digimon, unlike Code Ment or None Piece style. I mean, I love Adventure 2, but I'd want to start where the series starts and then build the nonsense from there.
It looks like we got ourselves a first look at the last Jackass movie they're going to be doing.
I've seen that. That's funny.
They're going to. So, for those of you who haven't heard the news, this includes a scene where a robot is giving Steve-O a rectal exam with a hand caked in peanut butter. Other shots too, but I think that's the only one we've seen that we at least know of so far. Boy, is he a Sith Lord?
Dun 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 dun. I'm imagining how you deliver the way Ty and Matt give each other five-finger discounts for therapy. Just imagining me punching myself in the face for that. Oh no, he said the G word.
Grooming. But they did add minors to
I
that.
thought I hired groomers, not groomers. And then
Wolf.
it's that teacher from Persona, Masato, and whoever the hell else. Not gonna lie,
Uh,
wouldn't mind being
Makima
groomed by
and
Masato.
Mei Mei from JJK.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because, that scene in season 2 with
Yeah.
Mei Mei and her brother.
How much you know about Ava?
Should have been me, not him.
Yeah, I would, I'd argue that neither Asuka nor Rey are best waifu material.
Right. It's the third one that appears in the Rebuild trilogy,
Well, I mean,
quad
she's
quadrilogy,
neat. She's neat, but I
and she manages to bag Shinji at the end,
yes, she does, but I prefer my women with a bit of purple in their hair.
who are also a little bit on the milfy drunk side.
How did you guess?
I don't know. Seems like you and I both at least have similar tastes. Although for me, I'm like still have a little bit of youth on my side.
Hey, she was what, 28 in Ava? Age of consent in Japan is 13, right? 15-year-old Shinji
They got
Ikari, he can totally bag her.
yeah. It sounds like they got whatever shooter they got the White House that tried to be at that dinner before he could get particularly far. So
Well, that's good. Which would explain why
yeah,
Yoli is best girl in your mind? Yes. Yes.
good.
And why,
What was it?
like,
So 20
Moko Akashia from Rosario plus Vampire, she's like my original OG waifu, who I love her, but if I had to pick, like,
okay.
she can be with Skune just as long as I get Mizure.
Okay, so yeah, she is about 29 years old in the events of the main series, and then afterwards gets bumped up to MILF status
Eh,
in the
still
time
breedable.
skip. And now the adventure continues. But yeah, although for me, everyone has their first waifus. My first one that I'd consider actual waifu material, Ryuko from Kill la Kill.
That's a good one. All right, we're now on the penultimate episode, episode 11.
So they managed to escape the prison. And we have 2 episodes left. What could
So,
possibly happen now?
I'm going over Izzy in your mind, I would imagine, as somebody who plays a lot of Dark Souls. You would be correct. Um, like, if I
Is
have to think about, like, my first celebrity crush, because that predates, like, waifus for me, because I watched this fucking, while also being heavy into Resident Evil lore, maybe. This predates waifus for me. That would have been,
which one? Bella
and
Thorne?
no, Anne Hathaway as Mia Thermopolis in The Princess Diaries.
Hmm.
Because I have that movie on VHS, and I watched it probably at least once a week. 4-year-old boy seeing that on, or it might have been 3, I don't remember, or how old I was, but it was like, that just, I don't know. People don't usually talk about having a straight awakening thing, but that was it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Probably also mildly
Mildly crazy.
mildly shaped my tastes there.
And, but as another update in Common Rider news, looks like we're getting that final form debut next week.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, I'm like,
And
wow,
apparently
that's.
David Hasselhoff is using a walker.
I'm like, wow, that was actually fast for them to do it in between that
Uh,
and the latter half of his super form debut. And like, I don't barely had 2 weeks in between that debut. And so I'm like, damn, that was fast.
hang on. I'm gonna look up a character list here. For context, you'd have Ty, Matt, TK, Sora, Mimi, Joe, and Kari. Um, okay, so I am trying to scroll to the character list here. Ty. Matt, Sora,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mimi. Okay, so this is cliched, but Mimi likes Harvest Moon, obviously.
Hmm.
She knows all of the ins and outs of all the crops. Izzy would probably like either puzzle games or fighting games, possibly both. Bro, you know what? Puzzle Fighter. Puzzle Fighter's a good game.
Candy Crush. Well, they're not
Fuck,
that old.
fuck Candy Crush.
I
Sora,
want to at least think.
Sora likes
Well,
visual novels, dating sims, things like that.
for Doki Doki
Things with a
Literature
lot of.
Club.
Okay, so I left a review. I was trying to play that game for a Let's Play series, right? That game never launched on my laptop.
Which one, OG or Plus?
We're talking
Because
back when it launched, original.
ooh,
Like that game. That game is a. I think it was a Renpai game. No, not a Renpai. Yeah, it was Renpai. That game was a Renpai game, and it fucking barely functioned.
yeah, you're better off trying to get trying to get it off Steam or
I had
at
it
least
on
get the
Steam.
Steam version.
I had it on Steam. It didn't fucking work.
Hmm. Yeah, they eventually did do the
Ty
re-release with
Ty likes Legend of
DDLC
Zelda.
Plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You probably
If I can play that, I will. But I've got a better computer now, so it's probably gonna work even less. Uh,
yeah. I assume that you already know everything that happened.
no, I don't know anything about it because the game didn't fucking work. I know, I know that there's like a thing in it where you can't get the main chick to be with you, so she like fucks with the world or something. And that's about it. And the only reason I know that is because there is an entire series of hentai comics dedicated to that concept. And the main character kind of decides, it's like, you know what, fucking this girl for all eternity, he is not that bad.
Or then at the very least that you get a
Matt
base
likes
impression
SingStar
on
slash Guitar Hero.
at least get your base opinion on who you think best girl is out of the four.
I have no idea.
Based
Monica's
on
the
their looks.
Monica's the only one I've seen outside of this one that I saw in a Kylari comic, and I have no idea what her name is.
Which one? You said purple hair?
Couldn't even tell you. I I'm getting ads for fetish gear on Temu. Why am I getting ads for fetish gear on Temu? I've literally only shopped for guitar supplies there. I bought
Why
a
are you even
guitar
shopping
pedal
from why are
because
you
it
shopping
was
from
like
Timu,
because I
man?
had a coupon and it was like $5 for a cheap pedal that I needed. It works. I also got an HDMI converter that strips HDCP, high definition copy protection, from the video stream. Let's see here, Joe. Joe's one of those weird people who genuinely likes to play like math blasters and stuff like that. That's how he unwinds. He also likes Where in the World slash Time is Carmen Sandiego.
Hell yeah.
I love that game. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego is a great game. Like legitimately.
Probably also the kind of person to play Mario was missing or something.
Oh god. Now that game kind of sucks. And Kari, oh, we just got
Ooh,
hit with the
Spider Man.
Spider-Man stuff. Her favorite game is Mario Paint.
Hell yeah.
Now for Adventure Zero 2.
I know nothing about Digimon, so I could never say.
As you wish. What did you say Matt and TK were in to in terms of games? Let me pull back here. Matt. Matt's. Mm.
Hmm.
Matt likes Fable because it's got a bunch of friendship stuff in it,
Mhm.
and then
One or
in
one or
TK.
two.
I mean, it's probably between 1 and 2. I thought I already said. TK. Now TK likes Sonic the Hedgehog. Now Davis
Hmm.
Monomiya.
Mmm. Space pancakes. Or what is that? Art?
Davis likes arcade sports games. Yo Lee. Oh, flight sims. Yo Lee likes flight sims. Cody. Cody's obviously a sword guy. He likes
Mm-mm-mm.
any game where you can fight with a sword. Ken Ichijoji. Ken likes Star Fox.
Mm-mm-mm.
Arcade space games, things like that. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Good lord. They added Ben 10 to Fortnite, man.
I saw. It looks terrible. That is one of the worst reveal trailers I've ever seen.
And they put Alien X in the game too.
Yeah.
I'm like, now we're just missing a certain Green Lantern. Get Green Lantern in there, and then we can recreate Ben 10 versus Hal Jordan. And then do the funny scene that everyone knows.
Hmm.
I wonder what it was. What was it that he said? Could use a tip on it right now.
Now, what would be the added traits you'd inject into the adventure casts? I have no idea. I'd have to improvise as I went along.
I wonder how her future is as an art maker or whatever she's doing.
Antiques dealer.
Mhm.
Well, guys, like a loyal pet dog. Got to know about all the comings and goings. Oh yeah, I've still got the coolest job in the fucking town.
Hope
What
nothing
musical
bad
instrument do you
happens.
play? The fucking anvil!
Well, I'm something of an anvil player myself.
Alrighty then, some culty fucking shit going on here. Thankfully, I think you wouldn't inject the same nonsense the TFS did for their April Fool's Digimon video. Possibly. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how weird I'm feeling in the moment. A lot of what I come down to is rehearsed improvisation, so I improvise, write down what I've got, and then I rehearse that until it makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
feels
how
like.
I handle comedy.
Well, at the very least, one thing I've at least picked up on when it comes to that stuff is the word of advice that I'm at least having to take up in my writing is don't think about writing jokes. Just
Mm.
trust in the character interactions and the comedy will follow. Something
Yeah,
that I picked up from one of the writers of The Sopranos. You get a lot of a lot of good comedy without needing to set up for jokes or anything.
yeah,
You
that's
just
pretty
let
much
the
how I
character.
try to write stuff like that. When I'm writing a joke, if something weird comes into my mind, I just write it down and then I think about if it makes sense later and it's like, okay, hey, would this character say this in this context? If yes, leave in. If no, put it into unused joke folder. Call from. Oh shit. Brig, not break. So in regards to what to expect of the tone of Tamers, imagine like this: Ava for kids. Some like say it's SMT for kids, but Thor isn't present. First half is somewhat deconstructive, monster of the week action with elementary schoolers who will have hearing issues about them, and for a while only three are important. Yeah, sounds about right. Granted, that's not the whole second half, but that's the part everybody talks about. Yeah. Yeah, Saw, you're a little bit unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
You might be a fucking nutcase. Also, I believe I mentioned this on our DMs, but guess what was Chantel Van Santen's first credit? Can't remember. I know you have,
Man,
though.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, people say things all the time that you probably shouldn't be hearing if you just act like you're not paying attention.
Phew, boy.
Ah, she was in the ADV dub of Steel Angel Kurumi with Vic and Monica. Ah, that rhymed. Good point. Listen to him. Listen to him, sir. The greater good. Shut it! I suppose it must be good for something. It's funny how close Saw's voice is to Dumbledore. Ooh. Even a small Imperial ship looks fucking menacing right now. How'd you feel about the gag I shared with you from my story where Angelmon captures Ulforce Vidramon and Beelzemon? Yeah, I like that. What kind of partisan activity? Democrat? Republican? Libertarian? Green? Labor? Opposition? What? Liberal? Now, there's people out there who, will piss, shit, and cum all over everything Disney puts out. And then meanwhile, we have something like this, which we've never seen
And nobody
before in Star
touches.
Wars. And a certain Jacob Suggs hasn't brought it up, even though this is really fucking cool.
Like, and actually, like the only reason that it's as good as it is because it's not trying to be modern day Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw this clip.
Yeah.
You mean Arwing?
Dum dum bum 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 bum. Why are you sending a bomber out there? Oh, so it could get blown up.
Yes. Yes, you'll have people who go about trying to eat up whatever other slop comes out with Disney, all the remakes and everything. They need us with all the remakes and shit, and then it's just like you see cool stuff like this, they're like, yawn.
Now, while I would like to see you write that correct Digimon thing I suggested, I would much rather we get to a bunch of things before considering adding more to your workload. Yes, I was going to say, why are you bringing this up and causing me to have ideas when I am working on something else? I brought it up because sheer boredom makes me do a lot of questionable things. Not enough to watch the coolest episode of the show with us. Huh.
Or or even sit down and watch like a season of Kamen Rider with us.
Well,
Although that will probably be for later. Y'all are still finished up with all the Digimon stuff, right?
Digimon, digital monsters. I think the next one we're gonna be moving on to is gonna be like Tamers or something like that, but that's not gonna be until they put it out in Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's what he said. Kevin said. And we also had the pact already formed between him and me. The pact has been formed. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, then we're right fucked, aren't we?
Mm.
Double our chances. That's halving our chances. What if we run into something that needs one of us, needs both of us to work together?
Mm-mm-mm. There.
All right. And we
There,
are on the last episode
we got
of
enough time
season
to
one.
do that and have a reasonable At least have a reasonable sleep schedule for work in the morning.
Episode 12.
Let's rock it.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. No amount of boredom can make me watch any of Disney's Plus Star Wars stuff, and yes, we're doing Kamen Rider when Digimon Tamers. Yeah.
All right, finale time. The moon.
Reminder, I might not be around Mario, so you can do whatever you want to that day, and Monday is Mario Kart 8. Yep.
Hmm. What do you want to try and do tomorrow?
Well, I was gonna try and get some of the boys out today and tomorrow, but Ben may in fact not be around tomorrow, so I don't fucking go. And I wanna have him around for
Uh,
that.
I think I could probably be around for. Actually, you want to try and get part of Billy and the Clown taken care of then?
Fuck it, why not? If we can't get the boys done, we might as well do something.
Hell yeah. At least try something a little different compared to what we usually do.
Yeah.
Let's say Monday we got Mario Kart, and I'm already on a good streak of irresponsible sleep, so why not?
You don't have to pull an escort, that's what paying them is for.
Mm-mm-mm.
Fuck Canto Bite. No, you don't go to Canto Bite. We never go to Canto Bite. Fuck Canto Bite.
Why don't we go to Canto Bay? What's wrong with
Because
that?
that's the time-wasting planet.
Well, we're supposed to be wasting time until the funeral.
For Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, it did appear in the
In
movie
Last
that
Jedi, right?
yeah, it did appear in the movie that was the funeral. Rise of Skywalker was just the wake.
Yes. Yes, and I'll tell you this, it was so bad that when me and the family had gone to see it Christmas Day, shame on all of us. Dad came out of there being like he'd rather watch the Star Wars holiday special again over that. And
Dang.
he actually got to watch that as a kid. Story is basically like he's like watching the first couple of minutes, getting hyped up over it, and then it cuts to the stuff with the Wookiees and then the whole dancing thing on the table, and then he's like, "What is this? This isn't Star Wars." Oh yeah, he'd rather sit through that again over trying to do Rise of Skywalker. Just that bad. I'd probably rather watch Rise of Skywalker again over having to watch Acolyte.
Oh god, Acolyte was a piece of shit.
Hey, the only good thing is
How do
that
you
they gave
create
us
continuity errors with the entirety of Star Wars in a single show?
the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Oh boy.
Mm. Look down, look down, don't look them in the eye. Look down, you're here until you die.
I think that's another thing to really enjoy about the writing with this show is that there's at least a lot of good depth and inspiration to come out of some of the discussions they have that
Mm-hmm.
make you really think the
Like
real
Tony ever
noggin.
commandeers Kamen Rider Stingmon will have the ability to fly all around the digital world and do various henshin poses while digivolving. Yes.
Nah, I don't think I'd want to be a Digimon though, or do Digimon stuff. Only if you can get me to do something. I mean, like a common writer about that lets me like switch between like all of Digimons and everything, common writer decade style or something.
Mm.
Just be like Digimon Ride, Greymon, or something like that. Redamon. Imagine how scary that would be. Like having to fight someone who could just like switch between like various Digimons and all their forms rapid fire like that, though.
That's an interesting concept.
Like it would be kind of like actually that feels like that would be kind of like Ben 10 or something.
Yeah.
Or like being except you'd be able to like switch between all the other evolutions and stuff on the fly instead of having to like work within a scaling within like a chain. I think it's an evolution chain that they usually run off, right? Or will they some
Yes.
or will they sometimes just be able to just jump straight into final form bullshit?
I don't know. Whenever they're doing the transformations in the movies, they always seem to want to take forever.
Meanwhile, in Common Rider, it's like when everyone decides to bust out the final forms, that's when you know it's over.
So you're not familiar with Digimon Frontier, are you? Because a lot of them on that minus turning into any Digimon you want happens.
Hmm.
Only in Digimon Tri Alex? Yes, but that's still bad. Excuse me? They literally have sequences with the kids in their Digimon transform and the Digivices transform into Digimon, though in a manner that makes me wonder why there's even fan service in the show. Yeah.
Oh no, are they trying to go for like the magical girl
They
kind of
play us
thing?
like a damn fiddle! Donna, they only have one girl in the main cast, and in said sequences, their clothes completely disappear. And during the girl's transformation sequence, we get a panty shot. I mean, this is anime, so, you know. One of the most infamous sequences in that season has the youngest child in the Smurfette get tickled, tortured, while the chubby kid is just anxious and confused as to why. Eventually, only the Gogglehead and the Lancer of the group are the only two capable of doing anything, and we get a repeat of the Black War Grey Monarch, only worse. That sounds lame.
Sounds very silly. But to be honest with you, you could always go sillier than that.
I'm going to do my best impression of Jigsaw now.
Hello, I am playing the anvil
Hehehe.
today. Today, I want to play a game with you. Here is a snowman and a carrot, and you will be tasked with putting the carrot in the right position. If you put the carrot on the nose where it should be, you will be free to go. If you make the carrot stick, it'll be very funny,
Oh, when the
but then I will destroy.
saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Also, in terms of the dub, that's where the music takes a massive nosedive, as does the voice acting. Crispin Freeman is the only good actor in that dub. Or the best actor in the dub, rather. I'm just glad they're not playing something silly like the Star Wars theme.
No, they should be playing the
The Force
Gub Glub
theme.
song.
Oh,
No,
fucking hell.
Gub Glub. Or be playing, or playing the.
I don't know about you, but I far prefer the John Williams piece from the special edition for that.
Not for Gub Gub. It's not the final, and it's not that final scene if it doesn't have Gub Gub in it, man.
Yub nub.
Yub nub.
Is that Cat Icarus? Kinda looks like him.
No.
Probably not, but, you know.
Although, if you want another thing they could be playing around a jizz.
Bah! No,
No, the other one.
I don't remember the
The
other
other
one.
one that they, the infamous one from the re-release of Episode 6, the one that everyone hates.
Oh, you're talking about Jedi Rocks?
Yeah, with the jump.
Fucking. That goes on for way too long.
Tossing some horrific
Back to
CGI
crack Star
aliens
Wars.
today.
Han Solo have done be hired to find by Luke, Fordo, and Rex to help with transporting R2-D2 and C-3PO to Revan 4 while rescuing Princess Leia.
Hmm.
Okay.
So when are they releasing the original cut of Star Episode
2027.
2027? Jesus, I thought it was this year.
Nope. Saving it for the 50th anniversary.
Ugh, fuck. Mhm.
When they arrive on the Death Star, Han, Chewie, Fordo, and Rex all find out the stormtroopers, so Luke stealthily rescues Leia, running into Obi-Wan and Grievous. Okay. Are they there because Obi-Wan hunts his copy of the green text back from Anakin? Ahsoka joins the battle as well, but General Grievous is told to retreat. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so I doubt you've also heard that Bandai had a bit of a fuck up.
Bondi has a lot of fuck-ups. You'll have to be more specific than that.
So they had dropped a big fuck up regarding like the release of one of the high end action figures for Kamen Rider Gab.
What
So
happened?
Okay, so I'm at least going to give you. I'm at least going to try and see if I can pull it up, but basic. So let me see here. So I think I left at least the comparison images here. Image here. The discussion. I'll repost it here in broadcast, but put it simply, when the figure for
Oh,
Gav's
it's a
amazing
matte.
gummy
It's not reflective.
is
Jesus. It's
no, it's
supposed to
like
be
more like
metallic red.
it's a metallic red, along with also the people complaining that the back wasn't painted either.
Ah, what is this? A fucking $10 figure? Actually,
No,
no. Is it a dollar store figure?
the actual this is supposed to be like their high end line of figures too.
I
Actually,
know. That's embarrassing. How embarrassing.
these usually come out of these are also usually like pretty pricey too. And it's gotten so
Yeah.
bad that
It's like
apparently
it's like those McFarlane figures that have like the really fucked up looking faces. McFarlane figures can have really great sculpts. Like I have all of their Justice League figures, and their Wonder Woman looks amazing. But like I saw a picture of the Supergirl figure, right? Supergirl figure looks awful.
yeah, mind
Then
you,
again, it is
the image on
based
the
on
left
the James Gunn Supergirl, but still,
the image on the left was basically meant to be like the
yeah,
initial advertised figure
yeah.
as well.
That's like at the Toy Expo, right?
Yeah, usually that and whenever they reveal that stuff, it's just like it's disappointing because I was like, I probably would have been down to try and pick that up as well because it had that sick metal finish to it too. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess, yeah, we'll just have to wait for another really cool figure then. And then also on the toy side of things for
Excuse
Common
me.
Rider as well, they're also doing a CSM release for Common Rider G3's belt,
Neat.
which is also going to be coming with a separate release for the G7 buckle as well. That I presume is going to go on top of there. And that's weird because it's like at the very least when they had it originally, it's just like the belt that you just slap on, and it's just like doesn't even really do anything special because G3 suit and Agito is pretty much just like an actual combat suit that the guy would put on. Does make me hope that if they're going to eventually release some of his weapons too, because that would be awesome.
However, before Grievous leaves, he sneakily grabs one of Vader's lightsabers he stole from a Jedi he killed and then rendezvous with the others. Obi-Wan loses his life, but Ahsoka also escapes. Leia instinctively attacks Han with her thighs, but Han doesn't bother to dodge. You dodge attacks, not gifts. Leia and Han get to conversing while Grievous has to send a message to his wives that their potential baby daddy is dead. Ahsoka and Luke then go out to take out the TIE fighters with the turrets. Han takes out one by opening up his window and shooting it with his blaster. That sounds like a Spaceballs gag. Fordo and Rex go out into space while Ted the Falcon and blast more fighters. This is Spaceballs now. I like it. Or maybe not Spaceballs, maybe Lego Star Wars, but still. That's a great gag. If I, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Former part is a Family Guy Star Wars gag. Of course it is. That's actually pretty good. R2D2 takes out a pistol shot. Okay. Interesting that this is happening 35 minutes into the episode. I kind of felt like this might have been the climax.
Or maybe like the ending to the series.
Leia's disappointed that she couldn't help out since she was only trained in
Well, the
attacking with her thighs and
funny thing is
blasters.
when we go into episode 4 right after Rogue One, it's like she's just acting or trying to bullshit her way out of the whole thing.
Well,
But
she is
she
Anakin
knows
Skywalker's daughter, after all. What? No, we weren't transporting stolen plans. We're on a diplomatic mission, right, Obi-Wan? Put this is Ferrix. I remember when people thought that that was gonna say "fuck the Empire." I'm glad it
what?
doesn't,
It's
because
just
that
one of
just
those.
seems like it would have been a bit odd. Hey, that's judo.
I don't know. I think that's Aikido or Krav Maga.
I mean, technically, judo, jujitsu, aikido, and Krav Maga are all
They use the same shit.
yeah, they're all the same. Not that they're all the same, but they all share the same ancestry.
No, no, don't kill Anvil guy. No, don't kill
I
him.
know
He's
this
got the best
because I have a
gun.
second-degree black belt in Japanese jiu-jitsu, and so I know things,
Mhm.
and I see things pop up all the time. It's really fun. And then it's also not fun when I see things that they fuck up. When they arrive on Yavin 4, Grievous gives monumental intel on the Empire to the Rebel Alliance, while R2 gives the Death Star plans. They mount a counterattack on the Death Star. Unlike in the original, because of Luke Fordo and Rex's gung-ho attitude, Han sticks around to help. Does the Millennium Falcon transform into a giant robot? Because there was a Millennium Falcon transformer back in the day. It released around the time of Revenge of the Sith.
Real man.
And it transformed
genius.
into both Han Solo and Chewbacca, and they combined to create the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. Mr. Han Solo Chewbacca, Millennium Falcon
Let's start a
bye.
riot. Let's start a riot.
You guys start the riot. Oh no, he's got a bomb.
I've got a pipe bomb.
Here, have a present.
All right, CM Punk.
Oh shit.
Catastrophic failure.
Oh. That's a lot of
Sadly, no.
explosions.
Written and directed by Michael Bay.
Well, if that was Michael Bay, those explosions would be a lot bigger.
We also would have gotten a close-up of the female lead's boobs at some point, which I would not turn down.
And the American flag.
That is straight out of BVS right there. No, the American flag thing was a Sam Raimi thing that Bay adopted, but yes.
Just one of those days.
Okay, goddamn, I'm gonna have to pause this because I have to use the restroom. I will be right back.
Yeah. Back. Shit. Now I gotta entertain the crowd.
You know, it really does look like a skull, the Stormtrooper mask. Although, this one looks a little bit flat in the face compared to
I
what
think
I'm
that's
used
just
to
the
seeing.
angle here.
It might
I
be.
think that's the angle we're looking at it then.
I do like how the Stormtrooper masks look like have that little vent down at the bottom that looks like teeth. Looks cool. All right, so we're at 40:07 in 3, 2, 1. Give me a piggyback ride. No, I don't want a piggyback ride. Everyone in the main cast gets into the X-Wings and Y-Wings to engage in a big old space battle, and Luke receives a Force message from Obi-Wan who tells him to use the Force. Despite not really getting it, Luke decides not to use his targeting system, screams, "Who the hell do you think I am?" before firing the proton torpedoes into the Death Star, blowing it up. Our main casts are given medals, but then because of the intel Grievous gave, they have to cut the ceremony short and run off to Hoth, thus setting up the sequel. I presume that in this gag sequence, the entire Star Wars saga takes place over the course of about a week.
Hmm.
Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real.
Open up the door, it's Israel. Yeah, Anvil guy's alive! It's like that one nostalgia Craig bit where it's like, well, what about Boomer? Boomer.
That would have been
Boomer.
a perfect
Will.
time for a Wilhelm scream. I was gonna say, somebody pick that shit up.
Start blasting.
Can you drop the fucking car muffler you're holding to my neck? It takes them about a week to arrive at Hoth before they set up operations at Echo Base while the Empire gives chase with Daleks piloting the Star Destroyers. Well, the Daleks piloting the Star Destroyer is pretty good. I can only imagine the Leia thigh takedown on Han is done in slow motion as hearts
Dear
appear in
God,
his
no.
eyes.
Dear God, why are the kids upstairs still awake?
Tony, do you have a favorite part of all this nonsense?
I have no idea. I like the part where the movie finally ends.
Ah,
I
this is in slow motion to the Who
have
can
no idea what
say
the heck Kevin is
where the
rambling about, but
words
he's gonna need
go,
to give me a.
where the days go? Only time.
I have no idea what the heck Kevin is rambling about, but I'm gonna need a bum review breakdown of it
Oh,
from
this is the
him
greatest movie I've ever
personally.
seen in my life.
I needed to retell everything as a bum review, personally done by him.
Takes a few weeks for them to really set up shop, but with Grievous' superior tactical understanding of the opposition, they're able to set up mines just outside of orbit. Well, isn't he a tasty-looking little snack?
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah, I might as well go for the rest of the pint. That's not a pint, but whatever. Han and Leia have a
Or
conversation
what?
leads to a very steamy interaction, cut short by Fordo, who tells them Luke is missing.
And then someone does the holdo maneuver, but then it, but then instead it's that one gag, one video where it's like showing what would actually happen if someone tried, and it's like everything fails miserably.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at what's already on there. Yep.
No, that can save you from yourself.
Well, that's unfortunate. You kind of need to be in the next season. And another movie before you die. Oh, wait, what did you say about me dying? Don't worry about it.
You don't die just yet.
Luke was attacked by the Cookie Monster, who kidnaps him and tries to force him to eat copious amounts of cookies.
Okay, now that bit at least.
Cookies!
Now that bit at least sounds like something you'd see in like one of those parody movies. Something like, and not a Spaceballs parody one either. Like a scary movie or disaster movie. Except they'd also find a way to
I
draw it
was
out
thinking
for a
more Naked
horrendous.
Gun, but yeah. If you're
Nah,
talking about
Naked
drawn
Gun.
out, that would have been, yeah.
It would have been like something like that, or Meet the Spartan.
All right. Well, that
Except
is
except
the
Meet the
end.
Spartans was one of the good ones though. Do we have a post credit scene here?
Oh, yes. Yes, we do.
I remember there was one.
53, 26, 27, 28, 29.
So then they switched over to robots.
You know, post credits. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. See all those pieces? Guess what they were built, motherfucker?
Oh my god.
Look at that. Yeah, bitch.
They were built a Borg cube.
Borg sphere. Dun,
No, it's
dun, 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 dun.
peak Star Wars right there, man.
That's some
I think
good
that we can.
shit.
Hey man,
Actually,
that's a good fucking time, man.
that's the only episode that has a post credits too.
The only one that needed one.
Yeah. All right. So, this has been Andor. The rebellion has begun. We will see you guys tomorrow. What we are doing is yet to be determined. We might be doing Build the Clown. We might be doing The Boys if I can convince Ben to be in less pain. But, you know,
Okay. What has he got? Is he
otherwise,
stuck on the toilet or something?
no. It's just, you know, after work. Get out of work and you don't feel like doing a whole lot. I can understand that. Excuse me. I can understand that. So, you know. Depending on how much he's willing to be bugged into watching The Boys, we may watch The Boys. Probably not, because he's kind of resolute about that. But
Hey, at least season one was still good.
oh, season one was fucking great. I've watched
Back when they
season one.
didn't.
I've watched season
Season
one
two, I
like
thought was
12
a.
times.
I think season one and two were still when the boys was good.
Season two was starting to get a little bit off in places, but it was still really fucking good. Like that thing of like the girls get it done scene was kind of cringe, especially considering that the original version of that sequence in the comic was representative of the Allied nations. Every representative of the Allied nations, like you know, multiple people from the United Kingdom, America,
Go in and
Russia,
jump them.
yeah, jump in Stormfront. Then in in the TV show, it was just Maeve, Kimiko, and Starlight doing it, and
Because girl power.
wow, girls really do get it done. Fuck off, Frenchie. Why wasn't it the
And season three,
Allies?
I think, was at least one thing. I think when Sings
Soldier Boy was awesome. There was a
Soldier
bunch
Boy
of
was,
bullshit that went on in that season, but it doesn't matter because Jensen Ackles is great. And then
and
season
then
four
season
happened.
four
It
is
was
when,
fucking terrible. Tried to be Fight Club. No one tried to be
and
Fight
now
Club.
season five. I think that one's apparently gonna eventually have an episode that ties in with that spin-off show that was pretty awful though.
Gen V. Gen V is terrible, except for Female Jordan. Female Jordan's hot.
But at the very least, from what I remember, when I had heard the initial leaks, it's like it's gonna get tied into this season the last season at
It's gonna
some
get
point.
tied into
But
fucking
it's not. But they're
Vought
not going to have
Rising
anything
too.
important. But they're not going to have anything important to do. So we'll
Brought
have to
up
wait
that
and see.
fucking Soldier Boy and
But
Stormfront
I think,
fucked before,
but
but that's never gonna be important. I goddamn guarantee you. I guarantee you they're never gonna do anything interesting with that, even though it would actually be really funny if Stormfront was Homelander's mom.
and we're going to end up having to. But I think this coming week's episode is going to be one where the guys from Supernatural come onto the show.
I love Supernatural. I love everybody in it. And the fact that the fact that Kripke brought Jeffrey Dean Morgan in to do a whole lot of fuck all, that bothers
That's a
me.
shame. Loved him as Negan in The Walking Dead, though.
He was great as Negan. He was great as the dad. He was great as the comedian. He's one of my favorite actors who doesn't get to do a whole lot, unfortunately. He's like he gets his roles, but he's not like one of those guys who's constantly showing up. Where was his Thomas Wayne Batman movie? Riddle me this.
Shame we couldn't get that. Or if he couldn't be the Batman that was in Flash.
Oh, he should have fucking been.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. But hey, at least we got to have him as though.
As what now?
He got to be his conquest in the Invincible show.
Yes. Yeah, interesting
I assume-
crossovers with that being that Anissa, aka Best Girl, is voiced by Becca Butcher from The Boys.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And we all know how you want to get smashed by Anissa, man.
Hey, man. And like,
I wouldn't blame you.
You're talking a fucking milfy tomboy, and she wants.
Hey, I wouldn't blame. I wouldn't blame you. She just doesn't do anything for me.
You'd have to come up with a new term for how pregnant she'd be around me.
Should be a baby. Should be a baby pumping unit at that.
Yes.
Hey,
there is no.
Like, hey, Jimbo, you want a kid?
As I told
hey,
Kevin, as I told Kevin earlier, Kevin said, let me quote this exactly.
Hey, Mary, hey, Mary, got triplets for you. You're just popping out baby units like a t-shirt cannon.
The only way she gets what she wants is rape. She doesn't want your compliance. And I said, hey, listen, we're having consensual sex whether she wants to or not.
No, that's just consensual. Wait, that's just consensual rape.
Yeah, consensual rape. I always wondered.
Or competitive rape, though. If you're raped, so if you,
Tony, you ever see those? It's usually like hentai or Japanese porn or whatever it is, where the girl's like demanding that the guy rape her harder, or and things like that. You ever see that, right?
Like harder daddy.
Yeah. And it's like rape me more. Like, does that count as rape when she's demanding rape? Does that mean he is like, because that just sounds like consensual sex with extra steps to me.
I don't know. That sounds more like a kink to me.
Yeah.
Kink and very excessive foreplay.
True. Yeah. And it's like I'll say is like, no, in quotes. Please stop.
But that means yes, though.
Yeah.
That means yes, regardless of how you try and put it, though.
Any nudity is good nudity, regardless of context.
Well, except if it's bloodborne dick, though. Or blue waffle.
I don't want to fucking think about that. I don't want to think about souls, like Soulsborne or in porn.
Like it's like the... Yeah, so that came up from like a old Video Games clip where it's like them messing around with like the Sega Saturn's internet browser, and one of the guys is basically like, try and look up blue waffle. You guys ever see that? Max is like,
hang on, the Sega Saturn has a internet browser?
No, not a Saturn, the Dreamcast.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, what?
Yeah, but it's like because of how weird the internet. Let me see if I can pull that. See if
I knew the Dreamcast had an internet browser. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it was. But it was like because of the weird browser settings that the Dreamcast internet had, it somehow pulled up something way worse than blue waffle.
Fucking course it did.
And they described it as basically being bloodborne. And then they later on show it to Simmons, and he's just like, "Oh, I've seen that before. That's just
Yeah, it was.
elephantitis."
Yeah, elephantitis. I've seen stuff like that in biology class. Biology class, you had essentially.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so we off stream yet, or
No,